Welcome back today, guys. I am back. I think I have broken the drawing board. Yeah, that's probably the best way of saying it. So I've been having a little bit of trouble with my track record for battling the last couple of days. But anyways, here we are with a slightly different team from the last couple of videos, and let's see what we can do with it. My opponent actually has Surfetched, Gastrodon, Colossal, Clefairy, Cramorant, and Metagross. So, from first impressions here, I'm expecting Surfetched to probably be capable of inflicting some massive damage. And I think the biggest part of this is if I lead wrong here, it's going to set the tone really bad. I feel like Rillaboom will be very handy with getting rid of Gastrodon, because the 4 times grass weakness is pretty obvious there. Surfetched, I don't know much about Surfetched, so as far as its base speed goes, a priority first impression has me a little weary. I think I'm going to go... I think we're going to lead Heatran and Whimsicott. I know, original for me, Heatran and Whimsicott lead. I think we're going to bring Tapu Fini and maybe Rillaboom. Yeah, we're going to bring Tapu Fini and Rillaboom in the back. Now, Dracozolt would have been nice with Volt Beak into Cramorant. I think that's how you say its name. But the other thing is if I misplay and end up getting a Volt Beak fired into Gastrodon, switching in, that could be a problem. So my opponent's going to lead Clefairy and Colossal. So I've got my Heatran and Whimsicott, which is nice. Now, this Heatran is different from the one I've been using in previous battles. This one is more bulk-based for attacks, whereas the last one was built more for speed. So we're going to Fake Tears, Max Steel Spike into Clefairy here. Good coffee. I don't know if you guys can hear her or not, but I currently have one of the cats in my lap, pinning down one of my arms, so... I know I can't, with the way the camera angle is, you can't see her, but anyways, I have a cat in my lap right now who's hurrying up in a little bit of a small storm. So Clefairy's going for the Follow Me, which is what I was expecting, and so we're going to Max Steel Spike, get our defense boost. The Colossal did not Dynamax this turn, which is nice. I still have Shuckaberry on this Heatran as well, so as far as potential steam engine Colossal goes, I'm not too worried. So Colossal is going to raise its special attack with the Meteor Beam. And let's see, is this Power Herb? Probably. Oh, it is. Okay. So there's going to be a Meteor Beam fire. Nice. I like that. So Heatran dodged the Meteor Beam. So, although Colossal is at +1, I'm not too terribly concerned. There's the Surfetched, so time to find out what it can do. We're going to Max Quake into Colossal here, and we're going to set our Tailwind. Now, the only stat I know off the top of my head regarding Surfetched is it's a massive physical attack stat. So that can be problematic here. That said, my Heatran is very bulky, and with the Tailwind I should at least get rid of Colossal. Part of the reason why I did bring Tapu Fini was I was expecting Surfetched. My Tapu Fini can probably do a big amount of damage to it with a Moonblast. This is also a Calm Mind Tapu Fini as well, so in theory I can get some damage boosting or I'm wording this horribly, but basically what I want to do is I want to get a special attack boost and then try to hit Surfetched with a Moonblast after the Dynamax wears off, assuming I can live long enough to see that. So Surfetched is going to raise its physical attack here with a Max Knuckle. That didn't do too terribly to Heatran, but I can't let my guard down in that sense because Max Knuckle, along with Max Ooze, both have lower base power than other Max moves. So now that he's at +1 attack, anything that isn't Max Knuckle is going to hurt a lot. And plus, I did have the defense boost from the initial Steel Spike into Heatran. So we are going to opt for a Max Flare into Surfetched, and I think we're also going to Fake Tears. I'm not too worried about this Gastrodon because I have... Oh, my opponent's going to forfeit. So that's a relatively quick win. I am very happy with that. Good game to my opponent, and I kind of wish we went a little bit further with that because I think that was maybe a preemptive cancellation, but it is what it is. So thank you for the battle, and I hope you have some better matchups. So somebody here figured she wanted to say hi to the camera and ended up knocking it down, so whether she likes it or not, she's now getting her 15 seconds of fame. Anyways, back to the video. Okay, let's see what we can find for match number 2. Yeah, so I've done almost as many... Oh, here we go. Never mind. Match number 2. So, my opponent has Celesteela, Kartana, Landorus Therian, Clefairy, and both Galarian Moltres and Galarian Zapdos. So, the thing that stands out the most to me is 2 Steel types, both of which are weak to fire. Clefairy. The nice thing there is if I don't end up leading into Landorus, but I lead it into Clefairy, I can get rid of it the same way how I did last match. Galarian Moltres is going to be a little bit of a problem. I feel like I should probably bring Dracozolt as a backup plan for the Celesteela. As far as matches go, Celesteela tends to give me a hard time. So I think we're going to lead Heatran and Whimsicott again. I think we're going to bring Dracozolt in the back for Bolt Peak. And I think maybe Tapu Fini to round this out. So, basically, my idea here is if I can Bolt Peak the Zapdos, that would bring it to a potential Sash, which would be nice. Galarian Zapdos doesn't seem to be as bulky as regular Zapdos, but that might be because Galarian Zapdos is weak to Electric. Okay, so it's Kartana and Clefairy. Ideally, that was what I wanted when I was trying to figure out what to lead. So I think we're gonna go Steel Spike into Clefairy, and I think we're still gonna Fake Tears the Clefairy. Kartana will outspeed Heatran because obviously Kartana's higher speed, but because my opponent isn't Dynamaxing here, that's telling me they're not going to Dynamax their Kartana this turn. They might go for a Swords Dance, which could be scary. So we're going to try to get rid of Clefairy right off the bat, and then we're going to try to get rid of Kartana. So there's the Follow Me. I'm not surprised. Most Clefairy leads I run into, and even when I play Clefairy myself, tend to go Follow Me turn 1. So Kartana's only just going to opt for the Sacred Sword, which, not too much damage there. We're going to get the Steel Spike, which is nice, because Clefairy is definitely going down. problem here is Sacred Sword, not stored, ignores your opponent's stat modifications. So basically, this +1 defense doesn't matter to Kartana with the Sacred Sword. So it would be best, in my case, to get rid of it now. So in comes the Galarian Moltres. Unfortunately, because of Moltres being Dark-type, I can't pull the same stunt with the Fake Tears plus obligatory special attack, but that said, I don't really want to. What I want is to get my speed and set my Sun, and then that way my Heatran will be able to fire off a boosted 1.5 times Max Flare into Moltres. Because Dynamax Moltres is bulky, and the nice thing about getting my Tailwind now is if I lose Heatran here, or if I lose Whimsicott, I have the Tailwind, I have the Bolt Beak, I can just double into the Moltres. Try saying that 5 times fast. I wonder if this is Sash Kartana. If it's Sash Kartana, that might be a problem too. Okay, good to know. So we have our Sun. Kartana's gonna Sacred Sword me. Not too bad. Max Airstream could be a problem here. He's gonna bring me down to my Sash, but the nice thing is Kartana's only at +1 speed, whereas Tailwind puts me technically to +2. So Whimsicott will still outspeed. If I remember right, this Whimsicott is max HP, max speed. So basically, for 1 HP, the lack of special attack investment isn't going to matter to me at all. And plus, I don't want to hit this Moltres with Moonblast, because if it's weakness policy, which so far in every time I've battled a Galarian Moltres, it has been weakness policy, I don't want to proc that and then do enough damage to put it beyond half to trigger its Berserk ability and give it another special attack boost. So he's going with a Max Guard, which is nice. I'm going to get rid of Kartana. Now that I have access to Heat Wave rather than Max Flare, I can hit both of my opponent's Mons, because ideally my opponent doesn't have Celesteela in the back, because I kind of need okay, it's Landorus. I'm not too worried about that. Ooh, Shiny Landorus. Fun fact, I'm currently hunting Shiny Landorus myself. So the attack drop doesn't matter. Landorus is not something Dracozolt wants to see, but the fact that I still have my Tailwind is nice. I think what I am going to do is I'm going to go for the Heat Wave. And I'm going to Fake Tears the Landorus. Because if at anything, this Moltres has no special attack investment, and Tapu Fini in the back is going to be pretty handy. I Muddy Water the two of them, maybe get an accuracy drop on Moltres. That could help. The +1 speed. Heatran's hanging in there with 3 HP. Landorus is probably Rock Sliding or Earthquaking. Either way, both of my Mons are gone. That's not good. Yeah, it's Earthquake. So, I'm gonna... Yeah, the Shucker Berries... I kind of wish it didn't do the berry animation when it was that low, but at the same time... Oh, and to top it off, Whimsicott got hit with a crit. Because 1 HP Whimsicott is 2 OP. So the nice thing is, I have Fini. I can go for the Muddy Water and maybe, in theory, try to... Landorus is only a +1. Dracozolt, so long as if I still have my Tailwind, which I will double check, I'll be able to outspeed Landorus while it's at +1. That said, I'm definitely not outspeeding this Moltres. Yeah, this is my last turn of Tailwind. Voltbeak is base 85 power before the boost. I'm going to double into the Moltres. Fini is not too concerned about Landorus, but it is concerned with Moltres running away with massive damage here. So Dracozolt's going to get its Voltbeak off. That is wonderful. I wasn't expecting that. So Moltres is gone. I'm losing Dracozolt, unfortunately, but the -2 special defense into Landorus means Tapu Fini is going to really hurt this Landorus if it's not an outright KO. It's also Life Orb, so that's a nice little recoil chip there. Alright, and that's game. So, good game for my opponent. I don't know, I said at the beginning of this that I was not having a good track record. Maybe my luck is starting to... who am I kidding? This is going to be a rough month. I think it's because the meta has started to settle a little bit more. Not metal. So I think people are starting to figure out what's good, or not really figure out, but know what's good at this point, and are getting even better at playing what's good. That said, it's still very early on into this series. I think it ends in January, or the end of January. So, anyways, we can only see from there. So, I'm pretty happy with that. Thank you for watching. Also, good game to that opponent, if I hadn't already said it. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.